Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy with yet another Starcraft Remastered replay cast and a new sound setting, as I have read multiple comments onto my channel that I should increase a little bit the music volume and also the special effects volume. So this is exactly what I did. Let me please know if these new settings are okay for you. Perhaps I'm also going to ask another streamer what exactly their settings are, just to have the best quality. So yeah, we have a very interesting Protoss vs Terran once again here onto a 4 spawning location map, as we are spawning here in the upper right in the red. It is Rich, quite a known figure into the South Korean pro scene. Sorry. And his opponent here in the low right in the orange. It is of course Flash once again with his barcode as he's spawning as the orange Terran here into the low right part, opening up pretty standard with his supply depot. Same can be set here for the Protoss with a pylon. And once again that pylon next to the gas seems to be quite a popular build order here for the Protosses, as I'm very sure he's going to be continuing with his gateway, also creating a nice triangle here with his gas. Yeah, let's have a look at Flash. He's very likely also going to be continuing with the barracks, or is he going to be saving for fast expansion? But no, straight into barracks, as we also have a very early scout here for Rich. So yeah, Rich really wants to know where exactly Flash is located. Flash also continuing with his gas, and very soon I believe he's also going to be sending out his first scouting SCV. So yeah, the pretty standard stuff here, pretty standard build order here for both players, just like in previous replays. No intentions this time to go for a fast expansion, even though it is a 4 spawning location map. We have of course in the upper left part the production tab. We see the cybernetic score here for the Protoss nicely hidden here in the back. So it's very likely going to be once again Dragoons here for the Protoss. And let's have a look at the reaction from Flash. You can see of course from the timer, it's quite a not a long replay here. So is it going to be once again him going for that timing pushes, his known timing pushes, versus the Protoss? Is also a lucky scout here by him, so he knows exactly where the Protoss is hiding and what exactly his build order is. He sees also the other island here. He's going to of course try to stay as much as he can here with his SCV, just to gather as much information, perhaps looking for the hidden robotics facility bay, but the Dragoon will also pop out very soon. So the SCV already taking some good damage here from Rich with a nice micro, and yeah, in comes the probe. Unlucky scout here for the Protoss, as he's going to be seeing the factory here, the timing from the factory here for Flash, and even the Marine is not going to allow him to CC so much here. Even the probe, interesting enough, engaging here towards the Marine, so Rich quite aggressive early on, as the SCV here from Flash is still scouting the main proximity here from the Protoss. But yeah, the Dragoon is almost out. Flash still gathering some information here, but the Protoss also decides to expand here. Let's see if Flash is going to be seeing here this. Of course the Protoss very smartly, I believe, is going to try to block this, but no, actually already moving out with his Dragoon, leaving the SCV alive, so not wasting any time. SCV already pretty much hurt, taking more and more damage. Great micro here by Rich, as the SCV drops now to red, and the SCV will of course see the timing from the upgrade for the Dragoon Rage. So in comes the move forward. Flash already preparing his SimCity build order here, his wall off with his command center, with his barracks, and there we have the first Vulture moving out here for him as well. And the Dragoon already did some good damage here towards the Vulture. No mines yet upgraded here for Flash, and also no speed, so he's just now creating the add-on for the factory, as he's still mining here into his main base. And let's just see what exactly is going to happen. We're closing towards the 5-minute mark, so of course still no major engagement. A very nice mechanic here repairing the Vulture. And luckily here for Flash, this SCV has made it out alive, but right now I believe the Protoss is going to punish it. So yeah, with that, the brave SCV here scouting the main from Flash has finally been taken out. Let's see what this Vulture can do. We do have indeed the Dragoon nicely guarding here the expansion for the Protoss, as we have another gateway being done here, so it could be a Dark Templar rush. Let's just see if this is exactly the plan from the Protoss, as we have the robotics facility base. So let's have a look indeed if he's going to be going for a shuttle gameplay, as we see the mines now getting upgraded here for Flash. So pretty defensive gameplay here by Flash. Second factory is getting done. There we have the tank, so pretty standard stuff here for him. I believe he's going to very likely continue to wall off here very nicely, as the Vulture is of course moving out just to place more and more mines here onto the map. So the Dragoons nicely spread here, nice triangle once again created here by Rich, knowing of course that there's a nice gameplay here by Flash with those mines. And look at that, one Vulture already dealing good damage, but now it's 2 Dragoons, so the Vulture has to retreat, as we have of course speed getting done here for Flash, for the Vultures. And Flash has shown us in previous plays how strong 2 Vultures can be with speed, just to snipe the economy from the opponent. So this is why it's so important for the Protoss to have here some Dragoons in the back to defend it, as they're now moving out. But still, I don't see an observatory yet. Actually, there is an observatory. We do have one observer getting done. So slowly but steadily, the Protoss is going to be moving out to snipe the mines as more and more Dragoons are getting placed. And quite a greedy gameplay here by Rich. Let's see if Flash is going to punish this once again. So as soon as Flash sees the second expansion for the Protoss, he is going very heavily into producing those tanks, producing the Vultures, even having some defenses here against DTs, against shuttles. So this is why those 2 Vultures are really important for him, scouting, and at the same time just planting those mines onto the ground, just to have more and more of a map control. And let's just see if Flash is going to be lucky to move here forward to see the second expansion point, what exactly his plans are. He's going straight towards the main, so what a great move here by him. He's showing us once again how strong the speed from the Vultures can be. And now probe is getting snapped here, even the probes have to fight. In the end, this is going to be cleared, but lots and lots of chaos have been caused, as Rich is dropping to 32 workers, and lots of mining time has been lost here into the main, and even here into the expansion point. So quite a great move here out by Flash, crippling the economy a little bit here from the opponent. At the same time, we see the expansion getting finished here, but still I believe Flash has no idea about that second expansion. Yeah, he's expecting indeed a drop here, having some turrets nicely placed here for him. But let's just see how the game is going to be continued. Still only mass Dragoons for the Protoss, so he's pretty much investing very heavily into his expansions. Let's just see how this is going to work out for him, as more and more drones are getting transferred here forward. But there is still one scouting Vulture. Now Flash might be finally lucky to see this move out here by the Protoss, as the doors are pretty much shut by 2 Dragoons. So in comes the Vultures, the Vulture closing more and more forward, and as he sees the Dragoons now, of course he knows that it is indeed quite a greedy gameplay. Great snipe by the Protoss. And let's just have a look at his reaction. His tanks are sieged up, weapons 1 is getting done, speed for the shuttle. He's still expecting an attack with the shuttle, but I believe as he scouted the expansion here, he should know of course that it is a greedy gameplay here by the Protoss. And there we have it, there we have the more transition here into more and more gateway units. So if the game continues like this, if Flash stays onto 2 bases, he will of course be behind. And there is his reaction immediately, going into 3 more factories, as actually closing towards having 6 more factories here, even having the Terran Academy, and adding more and more supply depots. So this looks again once to be a timing push. Let's have a look what this shuttle can do here. Speed will be done very soon, so I believe Rich needs to wait for the speed to be finished, as he's sending out more and more of those observer onto the map. So yeah, let's have a look how the game is going to continue. Indeed, more and more factories are being added, another river, and we have some Goliaths also getting added here by Flash. So yeah, by the looks of it, it could be once again a timing push by the Terran, the known timing push here from Flash. Multiple times have this been seen, and it looks like Flash is indeed not going to secure another expansion point. He's just staying here, defending, placing some mines once again behind enemy lines with his Vultures, as slowly but steadily we're closing towards the 10-minute mark. So let's have a look if he's indeed once again going to be moving out here onto the map. More and more supply depots are getting added, and yeah, I believe as soon as the siege tanks will unsiege, the push might begin once again. The SCVs with gas, or good luck. But hold on, actually we have a great reaction here by the Protoss, with a very far out river dealing some great splash damage, and a great flank here by the Protoss. So the Protoss knows of course that he has to buy as much time as he can for his expansions, as those rivers are dealing some great shots towards the tanks. The mechanics are in the back. It's only Dragoons now being left here for Rich, as more and more damage is being taken here both for Flash but also for Rich. Sadly his river, I believe, has been sniped here. So a great move indeed by Flash, but in the end he also did lose some units here, so he's just moving more and more out. So yeah, quite a desperate move here by Rich, but he knows of course that he has to react. He has to give more time towards his economy to produce more and more units. There are his gateways, many of them, 8 gateways. Some upgrades are going to be followed here. So Flash is of course moving here forward. He really wants to snipe the second expansion and even the first expansion, going for the economy here from his opponent. as the tanks are moving forward. The vultures will also be in the front. Reach is trying to buy more and more time. Great drop here with the zealot. Another zealot is getting dropped. The tank really low here for him, 4 HP, as it's immediately getting repaired here by this lucky SCV with the gas. Oh yeah, Goliath somehow here in the front, wanting to snipe the shuttle, and more vultures are getting thrown here forward. Great mine connections. The tanks are slowly but steadily moving here forward. Vultures in the front, of course, to give cover towards those tanks in the back. The shuttle is taking some damage. Great drops here by Rich. There is the Reaver already taking some damage, and a great connection here with the Scarab Balls as more damage is being taken left and right. Flash tries, of course, to spread his tanks as much as he can. And yeah, in comes even the barracks here in the front to soak up some units here, to soak up some damage. The vultures are also in the front. The Reaver is pretty much exposed now as the siege continues here for Flash, as his factories are still producing more and more units, and yeah, more and more tanks are getting brought here forward. So once again, the Rich is engaging here, but sadly for him, he has no speed for the Zealots, so quite a desperate move once again. The Zealots are really slow, and with that, finally now, the speed has been done. And yeah, in come the Zealots in the front. The Vultures once again will give cover as more and more damage is being taken here. Great connections with the Reaver here for Rich, but it seems like Flash seems to be having enough, or is it finally speed has been done here for the Zealots? Really important for him. I believe he just needs to buy a little bit more time, but Flash is already knocking here at the door for the first expansion. And let's have a look at the reaction from the Protoss. Is he going to wait, or is he going to engage once again? The tanks in the back, really nicely spread. More and more damage could be taken. The Reaver is taking more damage. One Scarab gets a good connection. Let's see if that Reaver is still alive. No, it actually has been sniped. And with that, another important unit for the Protoss has fallen. Oh yeah, the barracks is even here to give cover, and yeah, there's the GG by Rich. So once again, the Terran push by Flash greatly executed. Look at the economy here from the Protoss, over 1k of minerals and gas. So Flash, of course, not waiting any longer, just pushing out further. And if the game would have continued perhaps 2 or even 3 minutes, all of those minerals could have been Zealots or Dragoons. So with that, Flash would have of course been behind, but he has a great tactic, a great knowledge of the game, and with that he secured the win. I believe 1 weapon has been done for him. Speed, of course, for the Vultures, very important. Mines and the Goliaths and the Goliaths against the against the shuttles. So yeah, very great move. Nice macro game intentions here by the Protoss, but in the end another timing push has punished the Protoss. So yeah, Flash showing us once again that you don't really have to turtle up. You can move out and be courageous with your tanks, with your vultures, and yeah, not turtle up into your main, just wait for the Protoss to pretty much overwhelm you with his macro game, with his great economy. So yeah, cool strategy here by Flash, nicely calculated, very nicely done. Flash once again doing his homework really well versus the Protoss and securing him another great victory here, which with a very high APM, very good player here. In the end, he did try a desperate move with a shuttle to slow down the push from Flash. He knew, of course, that the Terrans push around the 9-minute mark, 10-minute mark, and yeah, he tried his best, but in the end, sadly for him, speed hasn't been done for the Zealots, and with that, very great, actually very bad here for the Protoss versus the Terran. Yeah, pretty much suicide not to have speed getting done for those Zealots. Yeah, once again, a great timing push for the Terrans. I hope any Terran watching this could be inspired. Could this be done against the Zerg? Perhaps, yes. Always nice to have some tanks and vultures versus the Zerg. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching once again. This is your host Tommy, signing out.